A project manager hired 36 men to complete a project in 72 days. However, after 63 days, he realized that only 6/7 of the work is completed. 6 parts completed, remaining is 1 part out of 7 parts. How many more men does he need to hire to complete the project on time? Right, so we have to complete project in how many days? 72 days. Out of 72 days, 63 days are already over. Remaining number of days? 9 days left with us. Right. Now, so 36 men started and worked for 63 days, completed 6 parts of the work. Now you need to employ more men, that is 36 plus X, and they need to work for 9 days and they have to complete 1 part of the work. 6 times 7 times 42, 36 plus X is equal to 42, X is equal to 6. So you need to employ 6 more men. Next, a wholesaler mixes 2 types of rice, one costing 30 rupees per kilo, another costing 24 rupees per kilo. The quantities they were mixed in was in the ratio 4:11. If he sold the new mixed variety for 20 rupees per kilo to a retailer, how much did the wholesaler lose in the whole deal? Right. So they have mixed 2 quantities of rice in what ratio? 4:11. So let's say first variety of 4 kg, 11 kgs of second variety. Total how many kgs? 15 kgs. And these 15 kgs he sold for how many rupees per kg? 20 rupees. So he has total 15 kgs and each kg costs 20 rupees now. So total selling price becomes 15 into 20, which is 300. This is selling price of how many kgs? 15 kgs. So let me calculate cost price of 15 kgs. First variety costs 30 rupees and like that we have 4 kgs. So cost of 4 kgs rice becomes 120 rupees. This is cost of 4 kgs and remaining 11 kgs we have. And 11 kgs cost each 24 rupees per kilo. Like that 11 kgs we have. 11 24s, 264. So total cost price becomes 120 plus 264. Total 384. Total cost price is 384. Total selling price is 300. నేను చక్కగా రాస్తున్నాను, అది వంకరగా వస్తుంది. ఎంత స్ట్రైట్గా రాస్తుంటే okay. Right, loss, we made loss of how much? 84 rupees out of 384 into 100. Look at your options first. 19, 24, 21, 23, 24. Right, no issue. Like we will get answer from denominator. 10% of this 38.4. 20% 76.8. To this number, if you can add 7.2, then it becomes 84, which is our numerator. Now you need to identify 7.2 forms what percent. If 20% is 76.8, 2% will be 7.68, right? And we need to add less than that number. So this value is less than 2%. So hence answer is less than 22%, but close to 22%. Right? How many options we have? Only one. 21, 7 by 8. 38. In a 60 liters, 160 liters mixture of milk and water, the percentage of water is only 30%. So out of 160 liters, water occupies 30%. Now look at here. We have 160 liters. Water occupies how much percent? 30%. 30% of this number? 48. Then what about milk content? 112. Milkman gave 40 liters of this mixture to a customer. 40 liters is gone. In the sense, 25% of the initial quantity is gone. 25% of the initial quantity is taken out. Yes or no? So 25% of water is gone and 25% of milk is gone. Remaining will be 75%. Now let me calculate the remaining item. Remaining milk will be 75% of this number. Half plus half. Half 56. Again half 28. Total 84. So remaining milk with us is 84 and remaining water is also 75%, which is half plus half. 24 plus 12, 36. Now we have 36 liters of water, 84 liters of pure milk. Next, what happened? And then added some liters of water to the remaining mixture. To this quantity he again added some liters of water. Now as a result the percentage of water in the final mixture becomes 44%. So this itself is equal to how much percent? 44%. If this is 44%, what about the other quantity? 56%. So 56% is equal to 84. Need to calculate 44%. What is half of 56? If you add 56 and 28, you will get 84, right? Yes or no? So we have 44 here. Half of this? 22. 44 plus 22? So this quantity must be equal to 66. Then what is the value of X? 30. So you have added 30 liters of quantity. 30 liters of water. Next. Two stations M and N are 945 kilometers apart from each other. One train starts from the stations M at 4 p.m. and travels towards station N at 71 km per hour. Another train starts from the station N at 5:30 p.m. and travel towards M. So in the sense both are moving opposite to each other at 58 km per hour. How far from station N will the two trains meet? From station N they are asking. Right. So let's say this is station M and then this is station N. Distance between these two places is given as 9:45. The first train started from station M at 4 o'clock. The second train started from station N at 5:30. So now you need to take position of two trains at 5:30 at the same time. So ideally starting time of the second train, that is 5:30. So the train which started from station M moves with a speed 71 km per hour and which started from this place at 4 o'clock. Now the time is 5:30. In the sense 1.5 hour. So in 1.5 hour time, the train which started from station M can cover 71 plus 30.5. Distance traveled in 1 hour, in half an hour. Okay, 35.5. Distance traveled by the train in 1 hour and this is in half an hour. So how much is the total? 106.5. So in 1.5 hour, the train which started from station M can cover 106.5 kilometers. Now the time is 5:30. What is remaining distance between two trains now? 945 minus 106.5. How much is the difference? 838.5. 838.5. Now the train which started from station M is at this position and the second one is at station N. If they want to meet each other, I would like to calculate the time traveled here. Okay? Or else, you're asked about distance, right? Distance. Distance is directly proportional to their speed. The more speed it travels, the more distance it can cover. Am I right? What is speed of the first train? 71 kilometer per hour. And this one? 58 kilometer per hour. So speeds ratio will be equal to 71:58. Do you have any cancellations here? Speeds ratio is this much. You are asked to calculate the distance from station N, from distance from N to their meeting point. Okay. So from station N, the train started with a speed 58 km per hour. Speed will be in the ratio 71:58. So distance ratio is directly proportional to speed ratio. Distance from station N is equal to 58 parts. Out of how many parts? 58 parts out of 129 parts. And the distance between two places is 838.5. This is distance from station N to meeting point. Need not to calculate time. Distance ratio is equal to 71:58. So distance speed ratio is 71:58. Distance will be equal to speed ratio. 129. How many times? 6.5 times. Let it be 130 for time being. Let it be 130. 7 times of this number is 910? Less than that. So take 6 times. 6 times of this number, 780. If it is 130, 6 times will be 680. 6 times will be 780. But our number is 129, which is 1 less than this number. So you need to subtract 6 from this number. So that will be 74. Number ends with 5, 0.5. So take half of this number, which is 64.5. Add these two numbers, which is 838.5. This is 6 times and this is half time. Total it is 6.5 times. 58 into 6.5 times. 58 into 6.5. 58 6 times. 50 into 6. 300. 6 8s. 48. So this is 648. 58 half times. 27. Add 27 to this number. 6, 7. Amma? Oh, ఆగక్క నువ్వు ఆగు, నువ్వు కంగారు పెట్టుకున్నాను. 50 into 6, 300. అదేనా? ఓకే. 58 into half, 29. Total 377 kilometers. Next, 40th. A borrowed a certain amount from a money lender at the rate of 8% per annum simple interest. A then lent it to B at 11% simple interest per annum. At the end of 4 years, A made a profit of 960. After how much did A borrow from money lender? Right. A lent money at the rate of 8%. And after that he is giving it to B at the rate of 11%. In the sense, what profit percent is he made? He is going to have 3% per annum. But he has given it for how many years? 4 years. So if it is 3% per annum profit, for 4 years he will get 12%. In terms of percentage he will get 12%, and in terms of rupees it is 960. Money lent by A is equal to 100%. 100% is equal to how much? 8 times and then 0. 108 times and then 0. 8,000. Next, Neha's percentage is 1/3 of her aunt's percentage. Neha's brother is 18 years older to Neha. The respective ratio between the percentage of Neha's brother and Neha's aunt is 17:24. What is Neha's percentage? You asked about Neha's percentage. Okay, right. Neha, brother, aunt. Neha's age is 1/3 of aunt's age. If Neha's age is X, aunt age becomes 3x. And Neha's brother is 18 years older to Neha. In the sense, his age becomes x plus 18. Next, the respective ratio between the percentage of Neha's brother and Neha's aunt is 17:24. Neha's percentages. Ratio between these two is given as how much? 17:24. A is to B or A by B? Neha's brother age, x plus 18. Aunt's age, 3x. This is equal to 17/24. 3 how many times? 8 times. So this is 8 parts and this is 17 parts. Numerator is how many parts more than denominator? 9 parts. Numerator is how much more than denominator? 18. So 9 parts is equal to 18. X is equal to how many parts? You asked about Neha's age, right? X is equal to how many parts? 8 parts is equal to how much then? That's it. Next, a rectangular plot 33 meters long and 29 meters broad has 2 concrete crossroads running in the middle of it, one parallel to length and other parallel to its breadth. The rest of the plot is used as lawn. If the width of each cross road is 6 meters, what is the area of the lawn? Lawn area, right? So lawn area should be equal to plot area minus path area, correct? This is our rectangular plot which has two concrete roads running in middle of it, one parallel to its length, other parallel to its breadth. It asked about lawn area. The other area is used as lawn. This area. It asked about lawn area. Lawn area is equal to plot area minus this path area. Okay. What is rectangle measurements? 33 and 29. So rectangle area will be equal to 33 into 29. From this is plot area. From this I need to subtract path area. Width of this road is given as 6 meters. What is length? 33. Length is 33. Width is 6. So this area will be equal to 33 into 6 plus the road which is parallel to length, area will be equal to 33 into 6, and the road which is parallel to its breadth is given as 29, and this road width is 6. That area becomes 29 into 6. But this cross section area was included in the first area and also in the second area. So you need to subtract it. That will be 6 square. And this is what gives you lawn area. I can treat it as 32 plus 2, 31 plus 2, and this as 31 minus 2. That will be 31 square minus 2 square, which is 4. How much is 31 square? 961 minus 4. Let me write it as 957. Minus of minus becomes plus. Let me add 36 to this number again. Minus of minus 6 square becomes plus, right? 980, 993. So this is 993 minus. This is 6 multiple, this is also 6 multiple. Take 6 common. 33 plus 29. How much is that? 62. 60 times of 6, 360. 6 times of 2, 12. 360 plus 2, 360 plus 12, 372. 900 minus 300, 600. 93 minus 72, 21. Lawn area is 621. ABC start a business in which A contributes 2/9 of the total investment in the business. C contributes as much as B and C together. The total profit at the end of the year was 6,300. Then what was B's profit? Right. So out of 3 persons, C contributes as much as A and B together. In the sense, C alone contributes 50%. Right. So total out of total investment, A invests what fractional part of the total? 2/9. 2/9. If the total is 9 parts, A alone invests 2 parts. C alone invests 50% of this. In the sense, 4.5 parts. Remaining is 4.5 parts. Out of 4.5 parts, if A alone invests 2 parts, B invests 2.5 parts. Ratio becomes 2:2.5 is to 4.5. 20, 25, 45. Cancellation with 4. Cancellation with 5. 4 times, 5 times, 9 times. Total how many parts? 18 parts. Total profit is given as 6,300. And you are asked to calculate share of what? Whose share? B. B invests 5 parts. You are asked to calculate 5 parts. How do you get 63 using 18? divided by 2. How much is that? Into 7. How much is that? 63. Divided by 2. 9. Into 7. 63. And then 2 zeros. In the sense into 100. 5 divided by 2. 2.5 into 7. 17.5. Into 100. 1750. Horizontal comparison. A bag contains 4 red, 7 green balls and then 7 blue balls. Total 18 balls. If 3 balls are picked at random, what is the probability that one of them is red and the other 2 of them are blue in color? So out of 18 balls, in how many ways can you select? 3 balls. You asked about probability, right? So it is 18C3 denominator, total possible ways. Unfavorable items. Out of 3 balls, you are expecting 1 ball to be red. How many red balls we have? 4. You are expecting 1 out of 4, 4C1 and into. How many blue balls? 2 blue balls out of 7. So you can do it in 7C 2 ways. Can you do that? How much is your answer? 7 by 68. Next, Naisa gave 25% of her money to her mother. Naisa's mother spends 2/5 of the amount she received from Naisa on furnishing. Let's say Naisa's monthly income is 100%. Out of this, mother is getting 25%. Out of this, she spent 2/5 on furnishing. What is 1/5 of this number? 2/5 becomes 10% is over. What about remaining? 15%. Next, what happened? From the remaining amount, Naisa's mother, remaining amount in the sense 15%. Mother keeps 3/4 of the amount aside for annual checkup. 3/4 is already over. Then what about remaining? 1/4. In the sense 15 by 4% is the remaining amount with Naisa's mother. And which is equal to, how much is given in the question? Now, Naisa's mother is left with 750. This is equal to 750 rupees. How much money did Naisa have initially? Initially Naisa has 100%. From this you need to calculate 100% value. 15 by 4% is equal to 750. 15% is equal to 750 into 4. If 15% is equal to 750 into 4, 1% is equal to 15. How many times? 5 times. 0, 50 into 4 in the sense 200. 1% is 200, 100% is 20,000. Over? Next, 46 to 50. Next, 51. 241 divided by 6 into under root 145 minus x is equal to 20 square, which is 400. Minus x goes to right hand side and 400 comes to left hand side. So x value will be equal to this much. This is what you need to calculate. Under root 145, this is near about 144, which is 12. And you can treat 241 as 240. 6 how many times? 40 times. 40 12 times. 480 minus 400, 800. Sorry, 80. Next. 30% of 893. 30% of 893 plus 7 into 4.02, I'll write as 4, is equal to, I think this is not 7, this is question mark. What? Where is your question then? Where is your question? What do you want to calculate from this? This is not 7. This is question mark. How many of you have answered with this? Tell me. Huh? Answer వచ్చే ఉంటుంది, I am sure. Vachinda? Right. That is type mistake, I hope. That is question mark. Right. Answer. Akka? ఎవరిది అక్క ఇది పేపర్ ఎవరు దొంగ రైట్ షూ సో అప్రాక్సిమేషన్ ఫిల్ అయ్యావా లేదు కదా సరదాగా అన్న అంతే 893 so we'll make it 900 I'll tell you how much we are adding. How much is 10% of this? 30%? 2.1. Okay. So if you make it 900, hardly total effect in your answer will be 2.1. Right? Look at your options. Are these numbers very close to each other? Yes or no? No. You have comfortable gap, right? So which will not make any sense. If you make it 900, it will not make any sense. Let's make it 900. 10% of 900, 90. 30%, 270. Take this 270 to right hand side, minus 270. How much is difference? 62. X is equal to, by 4. How much is this? 15 point something. Do you have 15 there? Do you have 15 there? What is your answer? 16. Correct పెట్టావమ్మా. క్వశ్చన్ మార్క్ అని అనుకున్నట్టున్నావు. సూపర్. Next, 53. 543 divided by 16 into 30. Let's make it 29.97 as 30. 543 divided by 16 into 30 minus x is equal to 30 square. Let me take this negative number to right hand side and 30 square comes to left hand side. That means you need to subtract 900. 16. 3 times 48, 63, 4 times. Don't do it. Wait. This is 30 for 30 times and this is 30 times. Take 30 common, that will be 4 times. Answer 120. Next, 54. 620 divided by 8.99 we have. So let it be 9. 620 divided by 9 minus 17.95 we have, let it be 18 into x is equal to 15. Take this to right hand side. So that becomes 18 into x and we have 15 here, that becomes minus 15. If it is 621 for time being, 7 nines 63. 9 7 times is 63. 9 70 times becomes 630, but it is 9 less than that. In the sense 1 time less than 70 times, which is 69 times. 69 minus 15, 54. By 18 is equal to x. How much is this? X is equal to 3. (15.85) whole square by x square is equal to 5.99 whole square by 2.98 whole square. Okay? Can I write it like this? This also I want to write it like this. Square square cancel, base value should be same. For time being, let it be 15.85 only. Don't do this. X is equal to, let it be 6 by 3. How much is this? 2. X will be equal to 15.85 by 2. So if you make it 16, will you have any difference? No. So 16 by 2, 8 answer. Next, 56 to 60. Ma? 56 also. 60, 56 is 58 to 60. 56 is 7, 15, 79, 295 and then 1807. Go for difference. 8. How much is this? 64. This is 2 cube. This is 4 cube. Next is 6 cube. 216. And then next you need to add 8 cube. And then next you need to add 10 cube, which is 1000. After adding 1000 you got it as 1807. Before that it should be 807. Right? Next. 58. 58. What is this? 128, 32, 16, 12, 12. So this is into 1 by 4, very clear. This is into 2 by 4. Yeah, don't write it as half. Don't write it as half. Into 2 by 4. This is into 3 by 4. This is into 4 by 4. This is into 5 by 4. See, instead of this, if you write it as into 1 by 2, you will not get the logic. Here you have into 1. But here in place of this, you will not understand what happened here. Into 1 by 4, into 1 by 2, after something you have into 1. You will not understand the logic. Let's write into 1 by 2 as 2 by 4, then you will understand. Next. Someone asked 60. 60, what is this? 12, 15, 29, 65, 134. I think difference 3, 14, 30, 36 and here it is 69. Difference again 11, 22, 33, 44. Difference of difference. 61 to 65. Anyone? No? Sure.